Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. If you've got plans through midweek, it's looking pretty good for some crisp conditions, light winds and some low-level fog leaving the hills and mountains above the inversion, particularly widely on Thursday. If you're thinking toward the weekend, I've not got so great news because it's looking generally milder, windier and with more in the way of low cloud and rain coming in from the southwest. I'll start off with a look at the freezing level, and over the next couple of days much terrain will indeed be frozen, with some frost overnight into the valleys and the glens across the Highlands in particular, but some frost likely elsewhere where skies are clear. Across England and Wales, the general freezing level on the mountains a touch higher. It may still be low enough for some sleet and some snow flurries to be around on Wednesday across the hills. Frost widely overnight Wednesday into Thursday, and then we start to see a warm front coming up from the southwest, which through Thursday will start to lift that freezing level gradually, soonest across Wales, and eventually that will lift into the Highlands, most likely by the time we get overnight Thursday into Friday. There may just be a brief period of some snowfall across the hills, but then that will all lift above freezing and some thawing will take place to the highest of elevations for a few days forwards, unfortunately, into the weekend. So it will be a milder story there through the weekend ahead. Skip that forwards through Saturday and Sunday. Just a hint though, by the time we get into next week through into Monday, that the freezing level is starting to lower again, and the Munros at least are likely to go back below freezing point, and even the highest tops in England and Wales likewise. There'll be some uncertainty exactly on that detail, but early next week at least does look colder again. This is how the synoptic charts look, and on Wednesday high pressure is centred just west of Scotland. There's one or two dregs of showers, maybe locally little clusters coming around that on a northeasterly drift. The breeze across eastern regions will feel a bit chilly, but most places we're seeing light winds through the daytime. A bit breezier across the Pennines with a northeasterly, and a small weather system just moving across England and Wales early in the day, giving some early rain and some hill snow and some sleet for a while, but that clearing and brighter conditions emerging for a good part of the daytime there. Thursday dawns with high pressure extensive over the country, so light winds, clear skies overnight, frost and fog for the morning, and that may last all day, particularly around the central belt, and some of the more extensive valleys across England and Wales will see some fog around as well. That warm front is approaching from the southwest, and the wind will strengthen as a south-southeasterly, soonest across Wales. That will become rather gusty here through the day, and becoming gustier around the west coast of Scotland as well. Most places, though, through Thursday will have a fine day with high pressure still over the country. Eventually Wales is just going downhill with that front coming in. Mostly small amounts of patchy light rain into southwestern areas. Some of that just nudging further north across Wales through the afternoon, not amounting to a great deal. And then into the evening time, just some rain and hill snow drifting into the Highlands. May start to arrive before dusk near to the west coast of Scotland. That system will push its way north and eastwards through the night into Friday, some persistent rain across western mountains in Scotland, and then we're in that mild southerly airflow through Friday. A rather windy day with the isobars closer together, gales widely across the mountains, possibly severe across Scottish tops, with low cloud, particularly on south-facing hill groups, and some areas of rain and drizzle. Some more persistent rain across western Scotland for a good part of the day, and likely becoming wetter increasingly through the afternoon across many western areas of England and Wales, southwest Scotland, and more widely across the Highlands as well. It does look very likely that south to southwesterly winds will prevail into the weekend. Gale force across higher terrain a good part of the time, and we'll keep that story of low cloud covering south and southwestern facing hills to quite low elevations. Best of cloud bases and highest breaks toward the northeastern side of high ground, northeastern Pennines, Cairngorms doing the best. Dampest conditions always away toward the west. There will be some uncertainty on the timing of fronts and the risk of some steadier rain in there as well. The western coastal mountains in Scotland generally looking the wettest overall. We do have a frontal system moving up through Ireland, a bit of uncertainty again on the timing of that, but the idea that that seems to go through around Saturday evening and night for a spell of heavier rain there. That could just be breaking up into Sunday daytime, but I suspect further areas of rain, drizzle and some heavier burst could still be in the forecast, just running up from the southwest, possibly through Wales into northern England later Sunday afternoon. Low pressure is generally stationed out toward the west of us through this weekend, but by the time we go into the start of next week, that low is moving a bit more over the top of us, so it keeps things rather unsettled, but it does allow a chillier west by northwesterly airflow to come around. So still some showers in the forecast, but those will fall more as snow or some hail over the mountains, even to moderate elevations early next week. That chilly and northerly episode looks to be around for a few days, so some wintry conditions returning for the start of the week. High pressure may just build for a window of quieter weather into midweek, but look at what's out over the Atlantic with a deep area of low pressure developing, and that does have the potential to swing in with some rather turbulent active weather systems in the second half of the week. Coming back in on southwesterlies, maybe some fluctuations in temperatures, but a rather active spell of weather, potentially stormy later on in the week. Stay tuned to all the forecasts for all those developments. Today, that is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching.